So as you guys can see, we traded the boat and we picked up the 6-liter F350. This has been a long time coming video, so we're going to talk a little bit about why we did this, where the channel's been, where it's going, and how we lost our way along the way. So stick around through this video, because by the end of this, you're going to know all the dirty details as far as everything going on with this, and I think it's going to be a great video. And like I said, it's been a long time coming for this, so stick around. Okay, so let me take you guys back a little bit. So this channel didn't actually start with all the trucks and the cars and all that kind of stuff. Well, it kind of did, but it kind of didn't. Originally, if you guys have followed us over the years, we have followed, or we have talked a little bit about how this channel got started, but we're going to kind of reiterate that today, because I'm going to use this kind of as my trailer. And if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you guys can subscribe and follow along with us. We do all sorts of different adventures with cars, trucks, boats, and all that kind of stuff. Yes, I know we don't have a boat right now, but we are working towards that, and you guys are going to find out more about that towards the end of the video. So let's go back to the very beginning. The very beginning, we started this whole thing, and Xander, for the longest time, told me he was going to get rich off of YouTube, and I was like, no way. I was like, I'm traditional. You got to work hard for all your money, which, trust me, this is a lot of hard work, but I kept telling him, I was like, there's no way you are going to make it that big on YouTube and make that much money to self-sustain. So he challenged me. He's like, go try it out. Go do this. So I was like, okay, fine. Hold my beer, right? So I went and tried it out, and I started the whole thing. I started with detailing. You know, I was huge, and I had a small side hustle that I was doing where I was detailing cars where we lived up in Illinois, and it actually started to take off. I was just astonished how many people were actually following and watching what we do. It was more about the detailing of the cars, the paint prep, corrections, wheel cleaning, chemicals, reviews, all that kind of stuff. All the way down to even the ceramic coating that we did. So it was crazy how many people were following us on that and asking all sorts of questions and all that kind of stuff. So then it expanded. We went to year 2020, and everybody knows that. Full, total lockdown of COVID. And it was crazy because I've never experienced anything like that, just like everybody else hadn't either. And as I was doing that, I was also working my 9-to-5 still. My 9-to-5 was deemed essential, and we had to continue to still go to work and do what we needed to. So on the side, I was using that as a way to make extra money. Even though the government was sending out checks left and right, we were using that to dump it into the YouTube channel and buying camera gear like this and going down that path and investing it into this side hustle that we were doing with YouTube. Fast forward through that, and we decided to start doing some overlanding. We built our first trailer. We did the off-road trailer that we had built, and we tried all sorts of different other things, but what really took the channel to the next step for overlanding and doing other stuff was the Harbor Freight trailer that we built. We took a foldable flat trailer and basically tore it all apart, stripped it all down, changed the axle, upgraded the wheels, and did a whole bunch of other stuff and built it out. And that video, even still today, gets a huge amount of views. Like, it's crazy. So we're kind of going back to our roots, and that's where we wanted to kind of bring some of that back. Our channel never started like that, and then we started doing some travel stuff. We started doing some other stuff. We kind of dabbled in a lot of things, but now our motto is we buy it, we fix it, and we live it. That's going to be our motto, because ever since day one, we've always done that. Whether we do a DIY where we do it ourselves, or teach other people DIY stuff, whether they're detailing their cars, or they're working on trucks, or they're working on SUVs, or whatever. We try to help people out where they want to save a little bit of money, because anything that you do nowadays, labor-wise or anything like this, just about anybody can do. And I try to teach people that, because at the end of the day, we want people to know that it's okay to go experiment with that kind of stuff. It's okay to go fail at it and work your way to success, or fail your way to success, because that's how most people get there. You know, when you look back on some of the idols out there, like one of mine is Steve Jobs. You know, he had this envision to make Apple huge, got kicked off his board. Long story short, you guys all know the story of him. He blew up. He had ideas that were just crazy, and I feel that way sometimes with our channel, that I have ideas of what I want to do. But that leads to the next thing is we're always shifting gears and doing different things because we're using that, either the monetization from YouTube, or we're flipping vehicles and we're trading like this truck here. We had the open bow boat, and we're going to talk a little bit about that here in a little bit, but we traded that for this here because we have plans for that, which we'll talk a little bit about that here soon. And let's talk about the boat. You know, the boat was awesome. We loved it. It was reliable. It just did what it needed to do. We did have a slight problem towards the end where we had the starter issue. We did swap it out for a brand new one, fixed the problem, took it out, no issues. The only problem that we really had with that was where we live and where we want to do it is the back area where the water's at. We could get it there if we wanted to, but we would have to take the whole top off, the whole wake tower, and that defeats the purpose of that boat. We had speakers up there, we had antennas, a whole bunch of wires, makes it very difficult to do. Even folding it down didn't work. So made the decision, okay, we gotta kind of pivot and make some changes. So that's what we did. Our goal now is to go find a pontoon boat, and the pontoon boat's slim enough. We've already seen it. We've talked to some people out in this area that actually have boats on this side of the bridge that go right up underneath it all year around, no issues. So that's our goal. We're gonna find a pontoon, use it back there. Plus side is, before the dock even gets built, the nice thing about a pontoon is it makes it super easy to get on and off the boat. So we can actually tie it up back there, keep it in the water, and utilize it all the time without having to take it down and load it into the ramp, do whatever. We can just come straight back here, dock it up here, kind of tie it all off and everything, get it all secured, and away we go. So that's the changes for that first. Now for the truck, we got a series we're going to be building, and you know, one of the things that we're going back to is when we were on the road, we were doing some side hustle stuff with AMSOIL. We've been selling AMSOIL for a few years now. We've gone to Sturgis. We've kind of sold a little bit on the side of Sturgis. We haven't really actually gone full blown with it. That's my goal, is to get to Sturgis, do some oil changes and do some other stuff where we can promote our business and go from there. But that is still in the works for us to do that kind of stuff. I have gone to Cruise the Coast now 2 years, and we are planning for the 3rd year this year. So this is actually going to be a little bit different. Typically we're at the Coliseum, the Mississippi Coliseum in Biloxi, but this year we are trying something different. We're in works with a couple different vendors where we're going to move the location and get it all set up in a different venue. I feel that the Coliseum is not as populated, and with the swap meet and everything, it's only 2 days. We want to do it all week. We want to be there for everybody as far as what we can do. We have car audio stuff that we usually have there, motorcycle audio, we have lighting, all that kind of stuff that we take with us for that. Plus we order stuff for people. You know, the biggest thing is with AMSOIL is a lot of people like the Signature series and some of the high premium stuff with AMSOIL for their high-end motors for racing and stuff. We provide all that kind of stuff to the end user. So that's something really cool that our company will do for a lot of stuff, and we call ourselves a company because that's what we do. We work on that kind of stuff, and we sell it on the side and do all that kind of stuff. That's the stuff you guys don't see. On the back end, we are doing stuff on the back end to try to help grow this channel, grow the content, and that's where all this stuff comes from. So now back to the truck. The truck is a tool that we're going to be using. So we are going to be taking this truck and we're going to be retrofitting it right there. You can see there's got a gooseneck ball. It's tucked away, but it comes up and basically there's a gooseneck ball back there, and we're going to set it up so we can pull a gooseneck trailer. And that gooseneck trailer we've been looking at, and we're going to be selling that. We have that up on sale, and we're actually going to make some money off that. We found a buyer. He's going to be probably stopping by this weekend to pick it up, and that'll be gone. So made some money off of that. Well, the deal's not done, but he's pretty committed to coming and buying it. Good running truck, good family vehicle, but it did its purpose for what we needed to. We upgraded. Now the new series we're going to be doing is it's going to be horse hauler to toy hauler. Yes, we're going to take a old horse trailer and we're going to convert it into a camper, living quarters / toy hauler to be able to haul the motorcycle or even a side-by-side or anything like that. We've been looking at some of that stuff for this area here, to be able to run some of the stuff back to the water there and run it around here. We found a few things online that it looks like you can actually register some of those in Baldwin County here and some other stuff, to be able to run them on the public road for some use. So we're going to do more research, and that'll be a whole nother series as far as registering and doing some other stuff. So we have tons of plan. Problem is we don't have enough revenue coming in, so that's what we're going to be working on. We're going to be working on trying to get more revenue in so we can continue some of these projects. We got the house project, we got some car projects, we got the truck project, and you guys are wondering what truck project? Well, we're actually going to dress this up a little bit. This truck's in extremely well kept condition. I know a lot of people aren't going to think this, but this thing only has 180,000 miles. Yes. For a 2004, that is low miles for a truck like this. Hasn't been abused, hasn't been destroyed. This truck is in really good shape, completely bone stock. Now, you guys are, anybody that knows anything about the 6.0s, bone stock, eek. That's concerned me a little bit too, but doing some research on it. If it hasn't done it yet, it's probably not gonna do it for a while, as long as you don't go beating on it. But we will be going through a whole series on the truck where we bulletproof this. And bulletproofing is basically where you take the heads off, you ARP head stud it, you multi-layer steel head gasket it, you do some work to it, EGR delete, some other stuff, and you basically bulletproof the motor so that it's solid. Now, I'm gonna get in the comments, it's not always that way. 6.0s are probably not the famous one, 7.3. Trust me, I had all sorts of 7.3s, I love them. This thing's got some power just stock the way it sits. So we're gonna open up the exhaust. We wanna hear that turbo sound, and we're gonna do some other stuff to get it all ready for some power, as well as we're gonna slam it down. Yeah, we're gonna slam this thing, and it's gonna be a very nice work truck with some style. And we're looking at doing a 8 lug to 10 lug conversion on this with some Alcoa 22.5s. And slamming it down on some nice rubbers on there with that will be able to hold up and be able to still pull and do what we need to. And yeah, it's going to be a fun year with some of this stuff, and we are only halfway through it, so we got a lot of work to do. So that's basically what this video is about. You know, we came from detailing, we can now on our quest to continue to do this with even some more detailing stuff. We are going to be doing some detailing, getting this ready, because this weekend we are heading to Scraping the Coast, and this is the first episode for that. We're going to take this truck over, kind of show it off, and start talking to some people, because I've already talked to a few people over there. And if that works out, we're going to be doing a Scraping the Coast next year and setting up a vendor booth there as well. Never been there. I'm going to go spectate this year, check it out, do some footage, get some drone footage, and go from there, because as of right now, I don't know if I want to do it. If it's anything like Cruising the Coast, I like Cruising the Coast. I like some of the people. They are nice. Problem is I feel like it's losing momentum in certain areas of it, and they're not listening to some of the people looking for it. Last year, I talked to multiple vendors in that area, and the Coliseum was actually down in sales, according to what I talked to. I don't know, 3 or 4 of them in the parking lot and 2 of them inside. And when you work the vendor booth, you kind of build a bond and relationship with some of those people, and you kind of find out how they're doing and all that kind of stuff. For me, that's what I'm changing. I don't want to continue to go down that way. We did make a little bit of money last year with it, which was great. But this year, if you guys do follow us, you guys are expecting to see us there. We'll let you guys know where we're going to be. Right now, we have a couple options that we might have tagged out there, but I'm not going to share them yet because we haven't locked them down yet. Once we have that lockdown, we'll let you guys know so you guys can come visit us. Check us out. We always have the AMSOIL swag. We always have some JK swag there. So you guys come check us out and go from there. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Like I said, I know this is towards the end of the video. Make sure you guys subscribe. We do all sorts of different adventures, all the way from boats, cars, camping, and with the new horse hauler to toy hauler series that we're going to be doing. I think that's going to be an excellent series for us to be able to do that kind of stuff. Build that trailer out, do what we need to for it, and get back to some of our roots of where we're on the road, doing different things, making some money. You know, if my job still allows me to do it, do some travel with my job where I can go on the road and do a few things here and there, once or twice a month, if that, once or twice a quarter, not really a month, but once I start doing that once or twice a quarter, maybe go out, we can go do some different things, travel, take care of a few things that for my work, as well as maybe even use that as an opportunity to try to push more sales while we're on the road and go from there. So hope you guys like the video. I know it's kind of more just the talking, and we got some B-roll as far as everything going on throughout the video, but you know something, this has been a long time coming video, and I have a really good feeling about this direction, a really good feeling that we're going to have a better year moving in this direction, because we're going to really more focus back on what we used to do and really get back to our roots on stuff. So guys, be safe out there. Peace.